These brooders are amazing. I couldn't be happier with this company.
We absolutely love these cages.
One at a time, okay, guys?
Hey everyone, welcome to another Katernix Corner Live. Glad you guys could join us today or tonight. This guys is going to be a shorter than usual live stream. I've got some stuff that I've got to get done tonight, so I've got to make sure that I can get on it. I got to have it done for tomorrow morning. It's for my beehive, so got some work I got to do later on tonight out in the shop. First off, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors. I know you guys seen them at the beginning, but shout out to Southwest Game Birds and Hatching Time. Both these companies do a lot for the channel. They donate prizes each week to give away, and they're just great all-around companies. So, help them out. Visit their website, check them out, and if you need hatching eggs, Southwest Game Birds is a place to get them. Or any kind of poultry supplies and equipment, check out Hatching Time. What I'm going to do tonight or today is basically just go over some real quick announcements. And then we're going to announce the winner of the Katernix Kids program. We finally got that rolling again. We got enough sponsors that have committed, so we're going to go ahead and do that. But I do guys have a new live stream that we're doing every Sunday. It's called Morning Musings, and it's Coffee and Quail with Terry. It's a really informal setting. Basically, we just hang out, enjoy our coffee in the morning, talk quail, or whatever topics come up. But we did our last one this past Sunday. It was pretty interesting. We had not a lot of people. It was 9 o'clock Sunday morning, so I didn't expect a whole lot of people. But there was, probably 50, 60 people that checked in, and we had a good time. So we're going to do that every Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that is going to be an ongoing thing as long as there's interest. If there's no interest, I'm not going to, go live every Sunday for nothing. So I'm just kind of glancing through some of these questions over here in the chat room. Let's see, what else we got? I have been working on the Katernix Corner podcast. I've had quite a few people asking me about it because I haven't done anything on it in probably 4 or 5 months, maybe even longer than that. But I'm starting to work on it again. I got 2 podcasts done. I just got to finish tweaking them, and I'll get them uploaded. But you can check it out. It's the Katernix Corner podcast, and it is on Spotify or pretty much any of the podcast directories. Just do a search for Katernix Corner; it'll pop up. If you're working out in the quail room or whatever, you need something to listen to. You can listen to me babble on for a while. Let's see. We also have some upcoming guests here for this month. I've talked to a few people. We have Jeff Maddox coming in. He's going to be on August 15th. So you don't want to miss that one, guys. He is going to be talking about poultry nutrition. It's a really good topic that, I think everybody should, at least get a better grasp on or understanding of, because there's so much feed choices out there, different, I'm not going to name any companies, but, different feed stores and suppliers out there that have feed. And, for the most part, nobody really knows what they should be feeding their quail. So Jeff's going to come in. He's going to talk a lot about the nutrition, hopefully what we can look for, on our feed tags, on the guaranteed analysis tags, and that'll help you make a better choice when you go to buy your feeds. Also, we have Rebecca Lynch. She's going to come on. She's going to do some Thieving Otter Farm updates. She's had a lot of changes since the last time that she was live on here, so she wanted to come on the show, and I agreed that we needed to have her back on. We were also talking about another topic. Let me see if I can't pull that back up real quick. What was it? Oh, doing a show on color identification and breeding. So that's another topic that Rebecca is willing to come on the show and do. And I think that's a really good topic, especially color identification, because there's a lot of people. And if you're on Facebook at all in the Coturnix color and genetics group, people are always posting pictures, help me out, help me with IDing these. So that will be a really good show too. And then also Jennifer Bryant's coming back on. She's doing I believe she's already completed the test, but she's doing an incubator comparison where she lined up a whole bunch of different model incubators and did side-by-side testing with all those incubators. And she's just tweaking it and putting it together, and she's going to be coming on the show. Hopefully next week, Tuesday, I'll have you dates for Rebecca and Jennifer. But the only one that I have locked in right now is Jeff, and that is for August 15th. Let's see what else we got. Okay, a couple weeks ago, I talked about possibly doing a pre-cut, I don't know how to word that, the DIY box incubator that we have here on the channel. I had some people ask me if I could do pre-cut all the foam for them and send it to them, and they can put it together. And somebody came up with the idea of, maybe you ought to just offer that, cut out all the foam parts and box them up. That way, if you wanted to order it, you didn't want to go through all the cutting and whatnot, you could just order that kit and assemble it. I haven't made up my mind whether or not we want to do just pre-cuts of the foam, and you guys buy the parts, or pre-cut and all the parts are included in it. I did do a little bit of looking around. Prices of material has gone up tremendously since I actually built that first thing. The foam now is roughly $30 a sheet for a 1-inch piece of foam. So I figured between buying the foam and cutting out all the parts and gluing the runners on the rails and whatnot, we're probably looking at around $75 plus shipping. But this isn't locked in stone or anything, guys. I don't know if I'm actually even going to do it. I just want to kind of get your guys' input on it, and if there's enough people that want it done, we'll go ahead and do it, because I've already got the templates and everything out there. It takes me, maybe 20 minutes to cut out an entire box. So also, we are announcing the Katernix Kids project winner. We finally got to select one. We were actually, the reason there was a hold up on this program was I wanted to get a list of sponsors that was going to be committed for the entire year, and we finally reached that point. Some of the sponsors are Homestead Harvest, which is Ernst Granary. I can't remember the name of their parent company, but Homestead Harvest, they are supplying a bag of feed to the winner. We have Hatching Time is supplying a 2-unit cage. Thieving Otter Farm is supplying hatching eggs. Bryant's Roost is supplying an incubator. Katernix Corner is producing the tumbler there, the Katernix Kids project tumbler. And then the Katernix Corner community, one of our members donated generously enough money to buy Tractor Supply gift certificates for an entire year for the winners. So yeah, these kids are gonna get a really nice kit to start with. So what I did was, if you're interested in getting your child or your kid in this program, it's really easy. Basically, just go over to the CaternixCorner.com website, which is the Katernix Corner community. You'll have to sign up for it if you're not already a member. And at the top of the navigation bar, there's a link that says Katernix Kids Project. Just click on that. Talks all about what's expected, what the kids need to do to enter, how to enter. We've got our own little space over there, which is kind of like a group, I guess you'd call it, on Facebook. But we've got our own space just for the Katernix Kids projects, and they can upload pictures and videos and whatnot. So we did select a winner. I actually selected the winner for this month, but what I did was I got a group of members over on the Katernix Corner website it's a panel, and they're going to be selecting the winners each month. So I don't have to do it. I mean, it's not that I don't want it looking like, I'm selecting somebody that, I may know the parents or whatever. So we've got our own little panel that's going to be doing the selecting for them. So we're going to go ahead. I got a brief little video with some photos of the winner. And she talks about, what she did was she did a write-up, and it's in her words. So, but what I did was I read that and I recorded it. So it's me, but pretend it's her talking. So here is the winner, if I can find the right thing. This month's Katernix Kids project goes to Ariel McManus, age 7. Ariel's project was for Hope Seeds International. Hope Seeds International gives seeds to foreign country. The seeds are in bulk and need to be packaged into smaller family packs. So Ariel, tell me about your project. We put seeds in bags for people with no food. I put stickers on the bags, and Lady put seeds in the bags. I help her put cards in bigger bag, and Mommy and Ram, which is short for Gram, put 10 different seeds in each bag. So Ariel, what do you do to help Mommy? I help Mommy. I love her. I feed the duckies. I put bug in duck pool, and they grow bigger and bigger and bigger. I watch Ducky get out of the egg. The boy push out of the egg. So cool. I feed bunnies, get flies, clean yucky food, and play with baby brother. So Ariel, do you like quail? Oh yes, Ram has sickies, which is short for quail chicks. I love the sickies. They pip and get really, really big fast. The egg breaks and they pop out. They're all wet and tired, and they have to get fluffy. They are so cute. So Ariel, what else do you like to do? I like to sing, dance with old people at that place, which is the Senior Friendship Center on Generations Day. I cook, sew in class, and I love ironing, playing with baby brother, and just being me. Ariel has many challenges, but is overcoming many of them. She was nonverbal until the age of 4.5. She speaks very, very fast, but she turned 7 this July and is starting the first grade. So Ariel, congratulations on winning this month's Katernix Kids project. We will be sending your prizes out soon, and I hope you enjoy them. Thank you. Okay, so that was our winner for August. I hope you guys enjoyed that. One thing that I did do that kind of changed from last year's Katernix Kids program was I wanted all the kids to submit their write-up or their project in their words. The parents could help the kids, but I wanted it in their words. So that's why it sounded like it was coming from a 7-year-old. So Ariel, congratulations. You did a wonderful job. I think that's amazing that you are helping out packaging seeds and whatnot, which is being shipped off to other countries. That's a noble project. And going over to the old people's place to entertain those guys, that's great also. So thanks, Ariel, for entering. And I will get all your information over to the sponsors, and they will be sending your stuff out. The last thing you will get, Ariel, will be your hatching eggs. And that is because we want to make sure that you have the incubator and you have everything else set up prior to getting the hatching eggs. So again, Ariel, congratulations and thanks for entering. And for anybody else that is planning on entering, or your kids are entering, we are going to be selecting a winner each month the first live stream that we do for that month. So, okay. What else did I have on my list of stuff here? Okay. We do giveaways every week on the show. And I've had quite a few people that either aren't on the show and have their names been called and they won stuff, whether it's hatching eggs or whatever. I've had actual people in the chat room. I know they were in the show because they commented, and they just never sent me their information. So I've said this once before, and I'm going to say it again. If your name is called and you win like the hatching eggs or the gift certificates or the tumblers or whatever we're giving away, if you don't contact me within a week, we're just going to assume that you don't want the prize, and we're going to hang on to it for the next week. It's too hard for me, guys, to go around and chase down the winners and try to figure out, are they Facebook members or are they Katernix Corner members. So if you want your prizes, most of the time we announce the winners at the end of the live stream. Either stick around to the end of the live stream, or maybe check in towards the end of the show if you don't want to sit through a whole live stream, and that way if you won you can send me your information. Okay, and one other thing that I've actually kind of got I won't say chastised for this, but I got a couple people message me with some, I won't say nasty messages, but concerning messages on Facebook, wondering why I did not accept them into the Katernix Corner group when they, applied for the group or signed up for it. And when you sign up, there's a list. There's 3 questions that you have to answer, and at the very first question it says questions must be answered in order to be, allowed into the group. And it's not even all 3 questions need to be answered. At least the last one where it says, do you agree to the rules? If you don't agree to the rules, we're not going to, accept you into the group. All the moderators over there on Facebook know that, if they don't agree to the rules, we don't let them in. And the reason for that is if you agree to the rules and you come in the group and then you start garbage or, you break the rules, we've got a reason for kicking you out. And I hate to do that. I don't want it to sound like a czar or anything over on Facebook, but it's simple. Just agree to the rules, come into the group, and be nice and have fun. All right, that brings me down to the bottom of my list here. I'm only going to go, guys, till about 7:30 tonight. So let me real quick jump into the chat room just to see if there's any questions. Because I need to get out of here so I can start building the stuff that I'm working on at the shop. Got quite a few people in the chat room already. I've noticed too lately, and not only on this live stream, but on other live streams that are quail related, the number of viewers has dropped considerably. And I don't know if I guess it's due to just the time of year. Normally we have, upwards of 100 to 150 people checking in on each show. And I'm just looking now, we're at about 50. Don't forget to hit the like button if you guys would, the thumbs up. And I think what's happening is, and this happens too over in the Facebook group pages and even the breeders that are selling hatching eggs, it's like we get a super rush from January through, say, March. There's people checking in all the time, channels growing, people are watching the live streams, and then we get in towards the middle of summer and things just kind of slow down a bit. And I think that's just the, it's just the industry. It's, people are, buying and hatching eggs during the springtime, to get them set up for summer, and then it kind of slacks off in the summer. And I think, if I remember correctly, last year it picked up, I want to say around the end of November, beginning of December. So hopefully things will start going normal again. But it's not just this live stream. I've noticed it too on a couple other live streams that I've checked into, and they're considerably slower than they were, earlier in the springtime. here I'm watching questions over here, and I'm also watching over here. Okay, I'm not going to read every single comment, but I will read some questions. Ron wants to know, does anybody know of a quail producer in Arkansas, one who is USDA certified so that I can sell quail commercially? Okay, I don't know what the laws are in Arkansas as far as being able to sell like live quail. You'll have to check with your Department of Agriculture over there. But like hatching eggs, if you want to get into doing something like that, you can pretty much sell hatching eggs locally without being NPIP certified. Again, check with your U.S. Department or your Department of Agriculture. Or if you are NPIP certified, you can ship throughout the country. As far as over in Arkansas, let me see. I don't know of anybody in Arkansas. You have Kansas City Quail, who's in Missouri. You have Rebecca Lynch, Thieving Otter Farm. She's in Tennessee. Same with Bryant's Roost. She's also, I believe, in Tennessee or Kentucky. She can ship out to you. But probably closer to you would be Southwest Game Birds, Michael Rose. He can ship out to you. He is NPIP certified. Actually, everybody I mentioned is all NPIP certified. So, or if you're looking for live birds, check around, ask around some of your farm markets or feed stores, whatnot. Maybe they can help you out. Don says, I watched the replay of the Sunday morning show. It's too early for me to catch the live. Restream is fine. I don't get up for hubby that early. LOL. That's fun. It was fun, guys. That Sunday, I'd been thinking about doing it for a while, and I thought, you know what? I don't do much Sunday mornings. I mean, I get up, I take care of the animals, go out and check on the bees, but that's all early in the morning. I usually do that, between 6, 7, 8 o'clock. So I thought, 9 o'clock we can go live, and the early birds out on the West Coast, if they're up at 6 o'clock, they can check in too. Chad says, hey, Terry, I picked up some Celadon eggs from a local breeder. What are your thoughts on them for meat and eggs? Usually, and I'm not going to say always, but usually Celadons come from your standard size quail, like the EB line, Tibetans, Rosettas, Scarlets, and whatnot. I'm not saying that other lines or other varieties don't have Celadon eggs or aren't Celadon layers. If you are for eggs, they're fine. That's no problem. They're going to be a little on the smaller side when it comes to meat, unless you start working towards a breeding program to where you can increase the size of the bird, get them up into jumbo category. But if all you're looking for is birds to produce meat and eggs, I would go for a meat line, whether it's the JMF jumbos or and any of the meat line, any of the jumbo lines would work good for that. Let's see here. Pappy's Homestead says, sounds like a lot of info going to be shared from guests. Can't wait. Yeah, we got, like I said, next week, not next week, the following week, the 15th, will be Jeff Maddox. He's going to be talking about nutrition. That's going to be really interesting. All of them are going to be interesting. They always got, good information that they're sharing with us. Jessica says, foam with parts would be awesome. Okay, I may do 2 kits. I don't know yet. Like I say, I don't even know if I want to do any kits yet. I'm just trying to figure out, do I want to, invest in buying up some foam and getting them all cut up. First thing I've got to do is find, and I'm probably going to have to talk to somebody about boxing. I can't remember who it was. It might have been Ryan from Hatching Time. I would want to make sure that it's boxed up, sturdy enough to where, if the box did get crushed, it's not going to, crush your foam or break a piece of foam or whatever. So, Pappy Jones just said, built the Terry Baiter several months ago, and I love it. Does a great job. Large amount of eggs with a small footprint. Yeah, they They work. Once you get them tweaked, they work great. Tracy says the DIY incubator parts would be helpful to anyone who struggles making items like that. Great idea. Yeah, and that way too, with them all the parts being pre-cut, they're going to go together so much nicer. I've seen people cut them with a razor knife or, with a jigsaw. The edges just aren't as nice as they turn out with the table saw. Dane says, "Hey Terry, if you're taking pre-orders for the DIY Terry Bader, count me in." As of right now, I'm not going to take any orders yet. But what I'm thinking of doing is, if we do decide to go with this, I'll list them over on the GulfCoastQuail.com website, which is going to also be my website for selling hatching eggs, and they'll be listed over there. Like I say, we may have two different models. Adjusted foam and then foam with all the parts. I'm going to have to think a little bit more on that one, though. Tracy says, "Congratulations. Love when the kids are participating in quail." I do, too, and that was the whole point behind the Katernix Kids project. We got a whole bunch of people saying congratulations to Ariel. So, Ariel, again, congratulations, sweetheart. You did a wonderful job. Tammy's in the house, says thank you. I love you, Ariel. Tammy is the one that submitted the Ariel's project. Pappy Thomas said, "Would love to win some eggs to start a new line." Dane Padgett says the same thing. Guys, I got some bad news for you today. We're not going to be doing a giveaway on this live stream. Reason is, one, with the weather being as hot as it is, the breeders have been holding off on shipping and also holding off just to make sure that their birds are, their eggs are fertile. A lot of times you run into issues when it gets really hot. They don't breed as much as they should. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give our breeders a break for a week or two just to get caught up. The orders that they have from the past weeks have been on hold for a couple weeks, so I want to get everybody caught back up, and once they are, we're going to start again. Probably on the 15th when Jeff's in here, we'll go ahead and do that. Kevin says, "Hey Terry from North Carolina, I found a new website to order the J feeders from. They have the wire already in them. Bass Equipment Company. They are $7.60 a piece. That's a really good price. I think I paid like $5.50 or $5.75, I think, through Stromberg's. But the last time I checked their website, they weren't selling them anymore. At least not the big wide ones. So that's a really good price, especially if it's already got the wire in it." Nabiki's in the house, says I'm late. That's okay. You're in California. You can be late. Chad says, "Would really enjoy the Sunday morning stream. Didn't get the notification for the last one." If you have that notification bell selected and you're a subscriber, you should get the notification. I'm hoping. Okay, I don't think you're talking to me. Tracy said, "If it wasn't for a reminder on my phone, I would have missed tonight. Not enough hours in the day sometimes." I hear you. Jessica, how is a blue Tibetan or Tibetan EB created? Well, Tibetan is EB. That's just your extended brown. As far as creating a blue Tibetan, that you're going to have to talk to Rebecca Lynch or Michael Rose. I don't even know if blue can be on EB or not. I'm not real familiar with the blue or the silver line. So yeah, those would be the people that I would talk to. Okay. A lot of people talking about Southwest Game Birds. Nabiki says Southwest Game Birds is a great source. I've been very happy with the eggs I've gotten from them. In fact, I have some jumbos hatching right now. I can hear a chick in the incubator. Oh, congratulations, Nabiki. And yeah, Southwest Game Birds is amazing. And I know a lot of people say, well, they're too far from me. I don't want the eggs to ship that far. I get eggs from Michael pretty regularly, and they make it from Arizona to Florida just fine. And I usually get pretty decent hatch rates. So, yeah. I mean, if they're shipping priority, and Michael, he does a little bit different than a lot of the other breeders. He takes his hatching eggs. I want to make sure I get this right. Either to the airport or to the postal service, which is near the airport. He basically skips over the local guys, and it goes in there. I've actually had eggs. He shipped eggs on Monday, and I've actually got them Tuesday. So they must be putting them on a plane and sending them out. So let's see. Miss Kitty says, just checking in, Terry. Glad you could check in. Babby's Home says that I just have homegrown quail from a local guy. Not real good quail, but I pickle them eggs for sure and smoke them also. That's right. I remember you saying something about smoking the eggs, and I told my wife about that, and she wants to try it. So. Oh, I didn't know that, Nabiki. I thought you already moved out to California. You're still in Oregon now. Okay. Sean Bell Seniors says, how are the bees doing? They're doing excellent. For those of you who are following along with what's going on with the bees, I actually lost almost all my bees due to mosquito control spraying pesticides. It killed off three of my colonies, and one colony about halfway wiped them out. But I'm back up to 3 colonies now. I did a split. I got a queen and a nuke from one of the local breeders here in town. And so, yeah, it's going good now. And I'm also on the list for mosquito control. Before they spray, they text me. This time they text me and they called me and left a message on my voicemail to let me know that, hey, we're spraying tonight, cover your bees. So that really helped. Let's see. Samantha says, question, are going to offer the incubator kit as a giveaway? That's a possibility. I'm not going to do it all the time. But, maybe once in a while we could, once I get the boxing and find out how much shipping is going to be. I'm just afraid, because we got a box that's going to be, they consider anything over, 12 by 12 by 12 to be oversized. So I don't know what it's going to run. I'm going to have to do some, first I got to find the box. Then I got to find, a shipper that can get it there safely and see what kind of price it's going to cost. So. Glenn says, what is the best temp for eggs? I hold mine between 60 and 65 until I incubate. That's fine. I usually, like right now, it's really hot down here in Florida, like 95 during the day. So my shop gets really warm. And even with an air conditioner running out there, my shop gets into, mid to upper 80s. And I collect eggs daily, and I bring them in the house here because it's closer to like 75 in here. But yeah, 60, 65 is fine. I actually, last year when I was collecting eggs, I had a little dorm refrigerator, and I would turn that all the way up to its warmest setting, and I would store eggs in there prior to incubating. And I think the temperature in there, I think I put a thermometer in there, and it said it was like 55 or somewhere in there, around 55 degrees. And they did fine. I was getting good hatch rates. Wendell's in the house. As Hurricane Covey made it again. Hello to all. Glad you could join us, Wendell. Alexander says, I have large Katernix quail, and recently we moved them outside to a big cage, but my city weather is like 100 plus. Is that okay for them? Is there anything I should do? As long as they have a way to get out of the direct sunlight, and they've got fresh water all the time, and air circulation, they should do just fine. I mean, there's people out there, like Midwest Arizona area where it's, 100 to 115 degrees daily, and their birds do fine outside. So, yeah, the biggest thing is make sure you got a little bit of shade, make sure you've got air circulating, and fresh water. Fresh water is the biggest thing. And your rabbit says, my eggs hatched right on time this morning. Congratulations. John Burton's in the house. Says, hey, Terry, I'm watching and listening to you from Washington. I have been watching your shows and learned a heap from you. Thanks, John. Absolutely. I'm glad you could. You're getting good information out of the channel, and I'm glad you joined us today. All right, I think that's about it. Getting down there. This is a good one. Does a watched egg ever pip? Day 16, and I'm not even seeing the eggs wiggle yet. I have no patience. I just want to see some movements. No, they are okay. If they made it to lockdown, if you candled before they went into lockdown, just give them time. They're going to hatch out. I don't even look at my eggs until day 17 and 18. Once I candle the eggs and they go into lockdown, I forget about them until they start hatching. So, all right, guys, we made it down to the bottom of the list, and we made it to 7:30, which is when I wanted to pull the plug anyhow. So, I want to thank you guys for joining me today. Again, don't forget Sunday. I'll bring it up here. This is the thumbnail that will appear on YouTube for the Sunday morning musings, Coffee and Quail with Terry. It's going to be 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys are up that early, depending on where you're located, join me. Love to have you in. It's fun. I mean, we just, we take questions, talk about quail, talk about whatever. There's no set topic or anything. So if you want to join me Sunday morning, enjoy a cup of coffee, I'd love to have you in there. Okay. Again, I want to say congratulations to Ariel for the wonderful write-up that she submitted for the Katernix Kids project. Ariel, your prizes will be coming out here very soon. And again, thanks for submitting your write-up. All right, guys. I don't see anything else coming in, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the plug on this one. Thanks again. Thanks for joining me. And don't forget that I don't know what's going on next week, Tuesday. I'll update you over on the Coturnix Corner group or the Facebook group to let you know, if I got a guest for next week. But definitely mark the 15th on your calendar. It's going to be a really good show. Poultry nutrition is this guy's specialty, so I think you guys will enjoy it. So everyone, have a great week, great weekend, and we'll see you on Sunday and then next week, Tuesday. We'll see you guys.